It's not the stick, it's MSO. We're back with another MSO review. Today we're reviewing Jason's brand new 2022 Lamborghini Huracan Sto Super Trofeo Omologato. Translates to the road-going race car from Lamborghini. Today we're with Jason's Lamborghini Huracan Sto and Rosa Pira. I was doing some research on my way down and Jason sent me his build and I saw Pira, so I'm thinking, you know, like red fire or red flame, you know, Pira, which I believe is more pyro. Did a little more digging. Pira means tater or potato enthusiast. So Jason's novelty plate for his Sto is gonna be tater. Right off the bat, Jason and Jordan inspected together. They went with a matte red paint and pretty much checked every box known to man when it comes to speccing out your 2022 Lamborghini Huracan. It's one of the first probably 5 or 10 customer cars in the United States. So you have 630 horsepower. You save about, I think it's around 100 pounds of weight over the Huracan Evo and the Huracan Performante. You drop the front wheel drive feature, so it drivetrain's cut in half right off the bat to save weight. You also have the magnesium wheels with the center locks. You have carbon. 75% of the Sto is carbon fiber, including this whole front clam. One of my favorite features of the car is the engine cover, which this is removable. Coming to the car, 3,100 pounds. The way the car is packaged and put together, it's unbelievable. It has a new set of brakes, which are 75% more efficient than your carbon ceramics. 75% of the Huracan Sto is going to be made out of carbon fiber. The Sto does not have the active aero system. However, it does have this massive wing, which creates 1,000 pounds of downforce at 174 miles an hour. It's also adjustable 3 different ways. Right now it's set in the middle, depending on how much drag you want to create on the car. The whole rear of the car is actually exposed. Now, this is something that I find fascinating, is how you can see all of your exhaust. It's all exposed just to save weight. And also this emulates the Super Trofeo race car that Lamborghini has made. I'm not going to get too into all the factory specs that everybody's used to or has seen on YouTube in the past. I want to talk a little bit more about Jason's spec specifically. Now, this is kind of mind-blowing to me. To paint this roof black, it was a $14,000 option. You would think leaving something black would cost less than actual paint, but no, which kind of blows my mind. Yeah, the exposed sticker pack, all the STOs, the labeling, the graphics here, that was a $6,000 option. Base price on the 2022 Huracan Sto is $327,000. Jason's, I would say Jason was sticker shocked. After checking every box, came out to be 430 grand. So it's a rather high spec. There is a very special key right inside the footwell. This. You push this button down. There's going to be another one over here because this whole piece is all one piece of carbon fiber. And lift from the center. Very, very Super Trofeo GT3 style front clam. Absolutely love that feature on this car. Viewers, what do you think? Do you think this is a cool feature, kind of gimmicky? What are your thoughts? This little compartment here is actually the only functional storing compartment in the entire car. So for long road trips, maybe not so much. So this key also serves purpose on the engine cover. You just put it in here. We are already unlocked, so you push down. Typically, you and a partner would lift this and pull it off, so.
It just comes right off.
Yep, just comes right off. It weighs like 5 pounds. There's nothing to it. So to touch on the exterior a little bit more, the Rosa Tater or Rosa Pira paint was $16,000, but I feel like the matte paint adds a whole new dynamic to the Sto. It really shows and defines the lines of the car really, really well. The exterior carbon pack was $21,000. That includes the tip of the roof scoop, the shark fin, the spoiler, some of the bits on the front hood. So you have the carbon front hood, but then you also have the louvers, and there's a front fascia that's also carbon fiber on the front of the car. Let's jump on the inside and go through some features in there. Now that we're inside the Sto, First thing you notice is how comfortable the seats are. Jason's 6'2", and he loves the interior. He fits really well. But I mean, I have like a foot of headroom in this thing, and like the driving position is absolutely perfect. Visibility is #1 in this car. I mean, the size of the windows, your little eyelets here and behind you, there's no restrictions on visibility inside this cabin, which is really, really important when it comes to super and hypercars. Some features that Jason went ahead and got was the carbon fiber floor mats. I believe that was a $4,000 option. You have the Rosa seatbelts, I believe it was like an $800 option. So when I say Jay, with the help of Jordan, went ahead and just said, check all, that's literally what they did. I mean, the options on this car are endless. You also have the front lift system, which is pretty helpful. My favorite interior feature, besides the comfort of the seats and the visibility, has to be the paddles. They're large enough to where no matter what steering angle you're at, you have enough room to grab them. Also, the sound they make, the quality, it's not a click, it's more of a thud, and you know when you're in the right gear going through them. You obviously have the classic Huracan features in the interior right here, but you do have the updated infotainment system. We'll go ahead and just click it on for you real quick. So yeah, it has a great navigation, Apple CarPlay, all the interior bits. I will say looking out the rear view isn't the best because of the slats on the engine cover, but overall, one of the best interiors of any super hypercar on the market. I was a little bit nervous on how abrasive the ride was going to be, considering it is a road-going track car, but it is just as stiff as a GT3.
I saw this car like a year ago. And it's one of the first times, you know, I've opened like a car magazine, I immediately sent it to Jordan. He said, this is definitely a car for you. I think you should get it. Gosh, it's so smooth. I love the shifts, the noise it makes when you downshift. It begs you to get on it.
It does. It's a very confident. Like, you don't feel that shift at all.
The steering is so good, especially at high speeds with the rear wheel steering.
Yeah, for sure.
It just inspires a lot of control. It gives you that extra confidence to know, like, I'm going to get on this thing.
Especially for only being a rear-wheel drive vehicle. Yeah, so as far as interior goes, it's one of the best. It's very, very user-friendly. There's nothing in here that you have to sit here and go, yeah, you know, where was that? But the shifts, this paddle, it's not a click. There's substance to it, but it's not clicky. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels fantastic. 630 horsepower. It's not an increase over the Performante or the Evo, but they dropped the front drivetrain, so this one's only offered in rear-wheel drive, but it does have all-wheel steering, which really helps maneuverability. The gauge cluster, everything is just super user-friendly. I'm not searching for any information that I need. It's all right there. The seats, I mean, I fit in all the seats. So, but these seats are insanely comfortable.
Especially for being a track-focused type of road car.
Right.
You expect it to be a little bit uncomfortable, not maybe the best daily driver, but I 100% feel like a daily drive this. It's very comfortable.
You don't need to drive it like it's gonna rip your face off.
Right.
You can do it, like right now, we're in 7th gear. I do have it in track mode.
That's not like the Senna, for instance, that really, like, right. You better be ready for
but then drive. You can also downshift. You know, and just, it's ready to go. But you just put it back in 7th gear and you can just cruise home. Man, you can feel that rear wheel steering.
You really can. It's amazing.
Like, that's insane. I can't imagine this car on a track.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Because it's so small though too, that it feels like a go-kart. So I feel like you could get the most out of this car at your skill level. You know, where like the 765s, like that's just beyond, I mean, beyond my skill level for sure. But this is very confident, inspiring.
Yeah, I love the drivability. I love the, like you said, the confidence inspiring feel of the steering and the braking. It's very good braking without being too much.
So MSRP is $327,000. What was one option that you were like, holy shit?
Well, I didn't realize I can't believe I got the sticker, but
which is a good thing.
It really is. And so I got the build sticker and $430,000. I was expecting like $360. in my
my
head.
God.
So 430, I was like, holy, what options did I get on this thing? Is everything optional?
Is the engine optional? One more thing I want to talk about is the fact that you had to wait quite a while. Well, what seemed like a while.
It was about a year from when I said I wanted it until I got delivered. It was pretty close to a year.
So, you know, you start seeing all these cars pop up for sale, you know, and they're these wild specs and all this stuff, and it's like, hey guys, like, what are we doing here? Like, why are, you know,
How
we
are
were
people
told
selling theirs before I've even seen mine?
Right, exactly. So, you know, Jay was really patient through the whole thing, and the way it worked out though, with taking delivery, how was it taking delivery on the same day as Jordan's GT3 too?
Oh,
like, how special was that?
That was a pretty cool experience.
Everybody knows in the car industry how delays are happening right now with the chip shortage, all the manufacturing problems they're having. So it's to watch you guys take delivery of your cars
just for
in
it
the
to line
same
up
day.
like that was pretty cool.
It was really special. It was really cool to be a part of. I got to pull the cover off with you guys, and may just be a small part of what, you know, you guys, you know, your purchases, but it's really special for me.
So first drive impressions.
It's weird saying I don't know how a car could get better, because every car is different in their own way. But you know, they've sold over 10,000 Huracans. It's probably closer to 11, 12,000 now. So STO, Super Trofeo Omologato, which translates to a race car for the street. And what better balanced car can you think of than this?
We get an opportunity to drive some pretty crazy cars that are pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've got to say the fun factor on this car for me is, like, you know, at the very top. I love driving the LaFerrari. That kind of in the same way has that fun factor, and it just feels like you can really get on it, and just looks ridiculous from the outside. So beautiful.
And at the end of the day, it's a Lamborghini. Like, how cool! Like, it's just cool. It's just cool, and I think all of our subscribers will be happy. Like, where's the Lambo? You guys need a Lambo.
Forever. It's like, okay, well, we're a little late to that game.
So, like, I'm the one commenting back to 95% of you, and I'm so tired of saying, well, we have a Urus. Well, it's like, okay, right. So now, you know, thank you to Jay. I can say, well, we have an STO now.